Alright, the next deck of the day. Twisted Taskmaster. So this is a deck that is, it's a Taskmaster aggro deck. So the name comes from this card here, Jagged Taskmaster. When you plunder, which means when you deal damage to the enemy nexus this round, this triggers, granting 1-cost allies everywhere, +1 attack permanently. So as you can imagine, our deck is primarily 1-cost followers. In fact, almost half the deck is just that. So we have things that are like relatively decent cards, but with +1 attack, they just get that much better. Crack Shot Corsair, Prowling Cutthroat, and Sinister Poro. I'm pointing these three out because what's nice about these cards, not only are they like decent 1-drops in their own right, but when you can play them, if you're attacking on evens in this game, you can play them on 1 and there's a good chance they're going to go in and deal damage on your open attacks turn 2, which means you can play the Jagged Taskmaster and trigger it right away, which is something this deck wants to do as often as possible. So we have the Sinister Poro here, fearsome, very likely to get in the early turns. Prowling Cutthroat, fearsome, but also elusive, so again, very, very likely to deal damage. And this Crackshot Corsair, if this attacks, it's guaranteed dealing damage because of the trigger. Then past that, we just have decent 1-drops, like value 1-drops. We got this Pool Shark here that draws us a card, Jagged Butcher, that gets bigger when we plunder, which we're trying to do anyway with the Jagged Taskmaster. It's also a 2/2 base. So even with one Jagged Taskmaster trigger, if we can trigger this thing's plunder ability, it's a 4/3 for 1, which is great. Hapless Aristocrats, great in a deck like this. And this is for the same reason that Elise is, because Jagged Taskmaster says that it grants 1-cost allies everywhere +1 attack. This everywhere keyword is very, very important because it means it's not only granting +1 to all the allies you have that exist in your hand, in your deck, in play, it also includes ones that you would get later, even if they're creative cards that were created. So cards that 1-cost allies that are created by Elise or by this Hapless Aristocrat, namely the Spiderlings in both cases, will also have +1 attack. So it's very good. So past that, we have cards like Fading Memories to create more Taskmasters to buff even further, or they can be used on other units as need be to close out games. Stalking Shadows, this is a very follower-heavy deck, so Stalking Shadows grants us some card advantage in that respect. Pick a Card is an interesting card for this deck because normally Pick a Card is kind of risky because all the things that it creates are fleeting, but because most of our deck is very, very cheap, this offers a lot of great card advantage. We can usually just get like 3 1-cost allies from it and just pour them out on the field and like tempo our opponent into oblivion. And then final top end of the deck, Twisted Fate is a solid value champion. Zap Sprayfin, same thing, great value follower. Elusive to help us deal damage. Finds us our cheap spells. In this case, it's going to be finding us just the Pick a Card, Stalking Shadows, and Fading Memories. Salvage being too expensive, but Salvage still great in this deck as a draw 2. So we'll just jump into some games to see if we can run our opponents down. Yeah, Fearsome Poro. What do you mean? He thinks he's fearsome, but he doesn't realize what's behind him lurking. He's got a little sheet cut out. A little ghost playing a ghost. Okay. Let us see how we do. Let's see if we can run our opponents down. I think this deck pretty much always full mulligans for Jagged Taskmaster, and what we're seeing here is exactly what I was hoping for the start, or the start that we're getting right now is what I described in the opening to this session. So we're attacking on evens. We played our 1-drop that can get plunder. Now we're playing this, and now permanently all of our things have +1 attack. All of our 1-cost units have +1 attack, that is. A Lux Kench deck. How very interesting.
Out before they know they're bleeding.
So this can't get in anyway, so I may as well block here.
Where do you stand on cold shots?
Elise is fleeting. We'll definitely play her. We just got the Plunder for the
Come closer.
Jagged Butcher, so we're gonna play him down as well.
There's plenty of killing left.
Unfortunately, this deck doesn't have any interaction, so they are gonna get to kill two of our things. I imagine they're gonna pick the elusives here. I think I'll go ahead and block here. He's almost certainly attacking with this, so I'm just gonna pass. And that right there is probably the end of the game. We can't beat that amount of healing, I don't think. This is pretty much just like a make them have it kind of deck. You're just looking to jam the board up with units and hope that it's good enough kind of thing. And with this, I don't think we can beat this. I mean, we'll still play some stuff out, but I don't think it's really gonna matter. This represents a couple extra draws, so I guess that's what we'll pick. At least you'll get to see an example. So Elise is going to create this spider, and it has the +1 attack from the Jagged Taskmaster, as it says here.
Justice will be served.
I can't beat that amount of like. We're basically dealing no damage every turn now. Sejuani Teemo deck, so they're definitely looking to race. Well, depends. They're looking to race us, sure, but they're also looking to. I don't know. I don't know what you'd call their deck. I guess it's kind of mid-rangey.
I'll be quick.
Teemo and the mushroom package is definitely like a more aggressive style strategy, and then you have like Sejuani, which looking to control the board with the mushroom pings off the top of your deck. So okay, opponent had somewhere to be, or they had a really bad hand. I don't know. I guess that counts as a win for this deck. Braum Lulu, that's fun. That's a fun combo. We are attacking on odds. Okay. So we have the Cutthroat. Jagged Butcher's kind of nice. We're not really gonna get it to lay him down until turn 3. It's probably better than nothing though. But I think I'm supposed to mulligan, just try to find as many Taskmasters as we can in our opening hand every time.
Out before they know they're
Pretty sure.
Open
My
wide.
fearsome guy scared them away. Yeah, she did, kind of. This was us, this was our opponent. They're like, nope, I'm not turning that corner. Surrender.
I pull the strings.
So we could get greedy and try to get one more attack. That's definitely wrong. We're supposed to open on attacks here. Get our 1/1 spider. One of these almost certainly is gonna hit. So we get to trigger the Jagged Taskmaster here, and then play down another 1-drop. They are an avalanche deck though, so that's one thing we have to worry about. So it could be right to actually just play the Jagged Taskmaster and then play nothing else.
Looks like I'm ready. Bye-bye.
What is with our opponents and all the lifesteal lately? These last 2 matches. Lifesteal's cheating. Don't they know that? Oh, if they don't open on attacks here, we're definitely gonna gold card.
Where'd she go?
Perfect.
She's hungry.
No life gain for you. Unless they have protection. But at the very least, this still stuns them, so they won't get the life gain this turn, and that could mean the difference. Because these two is a pretty nasty combination, actually. Opponent's deciding what they want to do. I'm assuming they have a way to protect. They were just deciding which should lose the attack, I guess.
Hold it, partner.
Yeah. I'm not jump blocking this anyway, opponent, so...
Come on, Rib.
Now the question is, what do we do here? It's another Twisted Fate. Pretty sure we're just opening on attacks. It's a good chance we want to Stalking Shadows this turn anyway, so maybe I should just do that now to see if there's something worth doing before they go into the combat phase. That's probably not true. Almost certainly the Elise is getting blocked by the Tasty Fae folk here. If they have more troll chance, this is gonna be a rough go.
You
I
like
think.
frogs, huh?
That's interesting. I would think they would block here. Oh, they can't because it's fearsome. That's right. Okay.
You dare!
I mean, those were kind of the best trades for us. Like these are the units I wanted to keep. I'm really surprised the Fae folk didn't go in front of the Elise. Actually.
Here I am! Wherever here is.
I kind of want to pick a card. Because if they decide they want to Avalanche next turn, I can play out a lot of stuff. Then again, it will be fleeting.
Gotta go with the flow.
So I have to do it proactively or I just lose the card advantage. I guess I can still do it now with this. I guess I'll pick a card, That's probably what I want to do. Oop. Some server lag, I think.
Gotta trust your instincts.
Hello? Okay, the game just decided to freeze. Alright, give me a second here, folks. We're gonna load it back up and see if we can connect back to that match. I was really interested to see how that one would play out. Apparently, picking a card, pick a card from your pick a card is not allowed. Come on, game. Load back up, please. Sooner rather than later. I don't think it's my connection because I'm still live. Something on Riot's end. Still waiting. Okay. Riot Games has decided that it just can't detect my internet connection. So that's nice. This is a bug that I've seen some time ago. I think it was a month or two ago that this happened before. There was this weird bug where the Riot Games clients couldn't detect internet connections, and therefore it wouldn't let you connect to their games that require always online connectivity. And obviously we're playing the latter, so we need that anyway. But yeah, that's not good. Let me see what they're saying in the Discord. Yeah. Seems like a lot of other players have been disconnected now. Well, we might just be ending the stream prematurely then. Oh, no, we're back. Someone spilt coffee on their keyboard, but they've dried it off now, and we're back. Unfortunately, we're not going to get to redo that match we were just in, it looks like, which is a shame. That one was looking interesting. Alright, well, let's try another one then. We're attacking on evens, so yes, this is one of the things that enables the Taskmaster, but we have a lot of those, so let's just full mulligan looking for a Taskmaster. We're going to play out the Sinister Poro on our first turn because we have 2 draws before our first attack step, so we could find a Taskmaster in that time. In which case I would like to be able to connect. Speaking of connect, is our opponent having connection problems now themselves? Oh no, looks like they're here now. Taskmaster. No such luck. We'll try to get the Elise in because 1 damage is on its own is not great. Elise on 2, very likely to be able to get in. There's not too many troops that have 3+ attack that come down on 2 that can also block. That's not true. There's probably plenty, but for the most part, like their deck is probably running Mountain Goat, so they definitely could be playing that. If they are, the question is, should I still attack in? Probably not, because the spiders at least can get better over time, so doing it now. Okay, I'm assuming our opponent's was having network issues themselves, but maybe not.
Leaving so soon, the little ones will miss you.
Okay, well, so far this set has not been very entertaining with all these connection problems. Teemo Zed. Yeah, I think I know what they're doing. Question is, can we race them? Prowling Cutthroat's a great... So normally I would full mulligan for the whatchamacallit, but their deck leans heavily on being able to play to get Teemos going, so we want elusive threats to be able to block their elusive threat.
2, 3, 4.
And I'm assuming they have Mystic Shot, or they're hoping to draw a Mystic Shot here. The good chance our deck can't stop them from doing their thing because we're not very interactive. We're just trying to race and hope that it's good enough.
There's nothing.
This could be a mistake because they might pass here. Okay, we got away with it.
I'll be quick.
So we just play more shit out. Cause like, yeah, no, I think we
We could
just...
use a bite.
I might actually pick a card to sap Sprayfin this turn, rather than play these 2 out.
Pledge yourself to the shadows.
We have 4 mana next turn, so hopefully we get a bunch of 4 drops and can still play out this Prowling Cutthroat, even if it means... just so they don't find a way to get Teemo through. Oh, sneaky, sneaky. They're trying to get some value here by putting in... they're going to put something else that costs 3 or less into play. Okay. Never mind. Okay.
They won't suffer long.
You dare!
I think this is a... if I do that, I lose all of these, so it's probably wrong. I'm probably just supposed to play these all out.
Everything's better with company.
Says you.
And this is free, so there's no reason not to play it. They're just putting a bunch of Teemos in their decks that can play that thing that lets them create a billion.
Out before they know they're bleeding.
Oops, that was a mistake.
Lucky you, I'm the last thing you'll see. You won't feel it.
So these are actually all unblockable to this. Zed can block this, or that.
Punished restraint. I am a true master.
Yep, don't care about that. It's a very expensive
So young.
spell for them.
Hey, Krabby.
That's my resting face.
We're gonna do this as a way to soft pass. Never mind. Now I'm gonna do
Go
this.
with the flow.
Finally got a
Never
Taskmaster.
see us coming.
Very late, but you know, better late than never, I suppose.
Easy,
May as well
tiger.
block these. Actually, they're.
Why are you here?
We'll block this one. Do we want to take this much damage? Probably
Hold
not.
it, sweetheart.
I should have just twisted fate last
Come
turn.
on, Zern.
I embrace the shadows.
Oh yeah, he only needed one more. Okay, so I definitely should have blocked both of those just so I could Twisted Fate gold card that turn.
Keep up, keep up.
That was definitely what I should have done.
Another day in the field.
Guess we'll keep you. And we'll may as well bank the spell mana because reasons.
I'll be quick.
Let's open on attacks. They might sacrifice the Teemo.
Breath from them.
And if they don't, then like maybe now we can Twisted Fate gold card, kill this Zed. Should be nice.
An apt pupil.
My life for the order.
Deal me in.
Sure.
The sea beasts will bear us.
We'll play the non-ephemeral one.
There's plenty of killing left.
Yeah, the banter between the cards is amazing.
Extra hands never hurt.
Another Taskmaster, but at this point, probably a little late. Yeah, probably too late. I probably just want the Fearsome Poro, actually. Because none of these elusives can block it at the moment.
Trust your instincts.
No real choice there.
Swiftly! I'll scout ahead.
They cannot hide.
Only the worthy survive. I have many faces.
Oh, you'll scream!
You can't do this! Why are you here?
Why is this not showing? What am I missing? Because I haven't... Shouldn't that be showing? That's weird. How much damage are we taking? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Down to 7. We have a lot of things to play out though, so maybe I should just block aggressively.
Charmed, I'm sure.
And this block isn't bad because like we're never leveling Twisted Fate. So getting the chance to get another Twisted Fate, to get a trigger, I think is more valuable than keeping what we actually have. I think we'll go with the Hapless Aristocrat.
Lady Elise, where are you?
You won't feel it first.
I love the smell of mushrooms in the morning.
You cannot escape. I'll take care of this. It will be done.
Punished restraint.
Mystic Shot, one of my dudes, maybe?
It's too late for you.
Protect each other! Too slow.
Into darkness.
Ye started without me.
I pull the strings.
Alright. I wasn't feeling super confident about that, but like I said, we were able to stop their Teemo plan, so that's what got us through there. The game went on a little long. I was thinking he's gonna be able to find something to like outvalue us. But I guess their regions don't have any sweepers, so just the constant barrage of our little weenies. That sounds so wrong. The constant barrage of weenies at our opponent's face. That's an interesting champ combination. I like it, I like it. Definitely interested in seeing what our opponent's up to. Okay. This isn't ideal. Hopefully we draw an elusive, fearsome unit or the crack shot, which we didn't, but we'll play this on one.
Lady Elise, where are you?
See if it can get in. Okay, they didn't have a play, so it got in. Perfect.
This land is ours.
Definitely block here, because even if they have a trick, we're just gonna get another 1/1. We'll go ahead and just play this. Crackshot Corsair is kind of nice. Kind of wouldn't mind playing that either, but I think it's right to save it.
A fight!
Take heart. Ye started without me.
I never miss.
Ain't no sport in powder.
I think I want to keep the Twisted Fate. Just because if he doesn't open on attacks, we can gold card stun. Wow, that is unfortunate series of draws. So our other two Taskmasters came with those 3 draws, and we can't, if we decide to play them out this turn, we can't trigger Plunder with them. So we've essentially, they're just 2 cost 3.
Seas are fair and the wind's pulling. We sail!
Aye, boss.
That's really unfortunate.
Tis a fine day for murder.
Plenty still to go round, boss.
I think I just let this Poro go though, because it's not really much better than everything else we have.
Sometimes I see heart.
I'm assuming this is an avalanche. Yeah. Our deck's just gonna eat it to avalanche. That's just the way it is. We were gonna lose those cards anyway, so kinda had to play them out. Maybe because they're an avalanche deck, I'm supposed to not play the pick a card there, and I'm supposed to play it in response to an avalanche. That's something to keep in mind for the future. That represents a lot of Taskmasters. We're gonna try this. Hope that our Crackshot survives to our round 3. We'll play the Poro first.
I never miss.
We'll just bank the spell mana here. That's a pretty good draw because now it means we can go Taskmaster into Jagged Butcher. What are they up to? They're a Fiora deck.
They would fall by my blade.
The strong don't want mercy.
This might actually be an awful matchup for us.
There's plenty of killing left.
Strike quickly. En garde. Nothing to hold me back.
Then again, we can go pretty wide around a all-in Fiora deck, so... we'll see. I think we just want to open. They probably have more troops, so I don't want any blockers.
Sharp mind.
They could actually just win this round, funny enough. server problems again. Is this gonna be typical of a late night Runeterra or what? Or is it just tonight? Because like I might have to change my streaming schedule going forward if this is gonna keep happening. Like, is this when they decide to do server maintenance or something? Thursday nights? Okay, well, anyway. We're probably losing that game anyway. Fiora preys on decks that have just a lot of little troops in them, and we have no interaction to stop what she's doing, so probably was going to be a rough matchup for us anyway. We're going to try this one more time, and if this happens again, we're just going to stop for the evening. That's a shame. We didn't really get many good matches in there. I guess the one match where we actually got to really finish it against the Teemo Z deck was okay. This is a whole lot of nothing going on right now in this YouTube video, that's for sure. Okay, we're back. Oh wow, and it actually reconnected too. And I have no idea what's happened since then. Oh, we disconnected, but our opponent has it. Oh, okay. Well, that's great. We came in just in time to see us lose. Cool. Oh. Oh my god. Alright. I like it how it reconnected us right at the point that we got slaughtered. Oh man. Okay, can we get, like, can we go more than one game before we get a full match? No! I wanted to mulligan that. That's fine, we got there anyway. Stupid zap. I think we'll lead on you. No, you.
Hey there.
Because next turn we're probably gonna play the Elise.
Open wide, sugar.
Now we might go these two. Nah, I lied. I want the thing that can create other things. That's value. Okay. I should have had Culling Strike on my mind, and then I probably wouldn't have done that. I would have played these two.
I'll be quick.
Patience.
The weak don't deserve mercy.
Lady Elise, where are you?
This is a very brain dead kind of deck. Yep, face cam now.
Took the bait.
Yeah, this is just a pre-recording of some guy talking about the decks that we're playing. We're just going wide around him, yeah? I might block if they swing in. But if he swings in with only one of them, then I'll know that he's got a trick. So, because I kind of want to like trade the Taskmaster with one of these, but they probably have...
What did we catch?
Seriously? You have the Yeti? God damn it.
Wings off a bilge wasp. Someone deserves your bullet, girl.
Well,
Ain't you a looker?
that's an easy block.
Let's get him, crew.
If they're an avalanche deck, I'm gonna puke.
Like a fish in water.
I probably still am supposed to open on attack there. Wow, they just had both their Yetis in the top 2 cards of their deck. This game's easy when you're lucky. Man, I wish I had turn 3 Avarosan Trapper into turn 4 1 mana 5/5 every time. That's a Twisted Fate that's probably not going to do much.
Few earn the right to call themselves Trifarian.
I guess we gold card
Always
just
up
to
for a
like
round or two.
slow them down, because this is what, 9, 10, 11, 12? No, we actually do have to chump block, but it's going to be with this, I guess, so that's fine. And we'll play, what would we rather have? Probably the thing that develops our board and draws us a card rather than this.
Please, I have connections.
Let's, welcome Devil, how's it going?
The game. Go on then.
Yeah, we're probably dead here. I'll play the Zap next turn. We see what our draw is off of the Pool Shark. And we just probably can't win at this point. Wow, that pick a card's also kind of awkward. I guess we just play these because, like, our elusives can get in. And then we can maybe chump block their things to not be dead. I was really hoping that was a Twisted Fate, because I would have thrown this one away, and then, like, maybe I can clear their board of their 1/1.
Only the finest serve.
They be drawing a lot of cards. I guess we'll pick a card, the fleeting pick a card.
You won't feel it first.
Okay.
Shuffle.
You guys can keep an eye out on the Cards Discord server. I'll be making a post there with a poll concerning what decks people are most interested in seeing me play opening weekend for Breakthrough. I have like a list of 10 decks right now that I'm most interested in playing based off of the spoilers we've seen so far, so we're going to... Yeah, we're going to be building some decks and playing some... we're going to be cracking some packs and playing some decks before too long. I guess we can start this.
Looks like I'm on a hot streak.
Wow, we have a level Twisted Fate. That is unexpected. Maybe we can survive this
Blue as the
round.
Serpentine.
If they have harsh winds, we have to be dead, right? Okay. That means we have burst speed, red card, and gold card.
I'll lead us to victory.
Okay. This is going away, so we may as well use it. And if we're picking a card, we're not going to be able to afford this, so we'll do that. Ah, you bastard.
Dead in their tracks.
Almost had him. After using his first iron elixir on that Avarosan trapper, was kind of suspect. But then he had another one anyway for the Yeti. Lucky, lucky, lucky opponent. I mean, I guess he drew a ton of cards off of those Trifarian assessors. Alright, we'll play it one more with this deck. It's doing some interesting things, but ultimately not very good. So I'm kind of getting tired of being run over with our non-interactive pile.
Out before they know they're bleeding. Open wide, sugar.
It's also notably a really, really bad deck when you don't get Taskmasters. We've been pretty good about getting them though, but still.
Approaching the battlefront.
Did we play anything here? I guess this maximizes our chances of drawing the Taskmaster, which we need like now. We're not doing anything.
Hey there. Don't mind the knife.
Don't mind the knife.
To the field.
You won't feel it first.
Still nothing. I might actually play Twisted Fate and then pick a card just so that we can start potentially leveling him. Blue card doesn't really do anything.
Never lost a fair game.
I think we still play blue card here, even though we're not getting the spell mana off of this. Just want to draw as much as possible. Sure, I don't care.
Soak it in.
Still probably gonna play pick a card.
It's dangerous out there. Take this.
Come on, Taskmaster. Nothing.
I'll be quick.
Yikes. If I gold card, what does it hit? It'll hit this one, right? Or will it hit this guy? Because I kind of want to do that before...
You won't feel it.
Doesn't matter. We're probably dead. Turns out the Taskmaster deck is really bad when it's not drawing Taskmaster. Who would have thought?
We fight for those who cannot.
Like a fish in water.
I probably should have played. I didn't really know what I wanted to play this turn. I probably should have just played
I'll shoot
Zap.
the wings off a bilge wasp.
We would have gotten in for 2 more damage. Probably doesn't matter. These things that just aren't like doing enough without at least having +1 from a Taskmaster.
To the skies.
Now they're gonna kill things with those. Yeah, we're dead. I think I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna end it with that one. This deck's just bad. No interaction. It's just far too linear for a game like Runeterra, I think. Your opponent has to be basically be on nothing in order for you to run them down consistently, it feels like. Even the games where we got the Jagged Taskmaster on 2, which was like our ideal start, we still really couldn't close it out most of the time. I guess there was that one game we disconnected, we might have been fine there, and we did well against that one other deck. And there was a couple close ones in there too, but ultimately it just seems far too inconsistent. no Taskmaster on 2 or 3 or whatever means it's game over. It feels like most of the time. Alright, I think with that I'm going to call it a night. I wanted to play this deck for an hour. We've done so for 50 minutes now. That's good enough.